Some people just look expensive without logos, trends, or effort. That's the old money aesthetic. In this video, we're building that wardrobe piece by piece: blazers, knits, the right shoes, but also the subtle details that most people miss, especially the one mistake that ruins the whole look. It's the detail that makes everything else work, and most people miss it. The tailored blazer. Old money doesn't do trends, it does tailoring. A well-fitted blazer, structured shoulders, clean lines, a nipped-in waist is the very first piece I'd recommend. Go for navy, camel, gray, or cream. And please, avoid anything bedazzled or cropped within an inch of its life. The goal is to look like you inherited a yacht, not like you're on your way to a TikTok brunch. What makes a blazer old money is restraint. Single-breasted is more versatile, but if you love drama, a double-breasted blazer in ivory or dove gray adds a sense of heritage. Pair it with denim, instant elevation. Throw it over a pleated skirt and cashmere knit. That's boarding school meets no-nonsense elegance chic. And a note on fit. Spend the extra to get it tailored if you must. The difference between vintage-inspired and vintage attic find is all in the shoulders. The blazer should feel like it was made for you, even if it wasn't. And when styled right, it does more than complete an outfit. It frames your posture, sharpens your silhouette, and makes everything else you're wearing feel intentional. Think of it as quiet armor, composed, confident, and never shouting for attention. Cashmere knits. Cashmere is one of those fabrics that says, "I care, but I won't spell it out in rhinestones." A classic cashmere sweater in soft beige, oatmeal, ivory, or navy can be styled endlessly. Draped over your shoulders, preppy. Tucked into high-waisted trousers, effortless, layered under a blazer. You're now royalty adjacent. Don't worry if you can't drop hundreds on Loro Piana. Affordable cashmere blends from reputable high street brands work just as well, especially if you care for them properly. The key is to keep the silhouette simple. Crew neck, V-neck, or turtleneck. Avoid oversized or ultra-cropped. Leave that for the hypebeasts. Color-wise, old money sticks to neutrals because they're timeless. A black cashmere knit paired with pearl studs? Flawless. An ivory sweater with wide leg slacks? That's Charleston debutante energy. And here's a trick. When in doubt, go monochrome. Head-to-toe beige, gray, or ivory makes any outfit look 10 times more expensive, even if you're in Uniqlo. Elevate it further with thoughtful layering, like a crisp collar peeking out underneath or a silk scarf gently tied at the neck. Add leather loafers or riding boots, and you've created quiet elegance with minimal effort. With cashmere, it's never about flash, it's about finish. Structured simplicity. Trousers, the unsung heroes of a classy closet. While jeans have their place, yes, even in the old money world, we'll get to that later, a pair of high-waisted, well-fitted trousers in wool, cotton, or linen instantly says legacy. No rips, no distressing, no glitter butterflies near the hem, just clean lines, crisp pleats, and a whisper of Audrey Hepburn. You'll want a few shades on rotation: cream for spring, camel or beige for all seasons, charcoal or navy for structure. Look for a tailored waistband and full-length leg. Cropped can work. Just make sure they hit that intentional ankle sweet spot, not, oops, laundry shrunk them. And trousers love company. Pair with a button-up for structure, a silk blouse for romance, or that trusty cashmere knit for elegant insouciance. One styling tip: add a slim belt, leather, no chunky hardware, and tuck in your top. Instantly put together, like you just got back from Geneva. Now that we've covered the holy trinity, blazer, cashmere, and tailored trousers, you're already halfway to looking like you summer in Antibes. But shoes can break the illusion faster than you can say faux leather. The right shoes. If your wardrobe were a dinner party, your shoes would be the guest who doesn't say much, but when they do, everyone listens. Old money shoes are understated, timeless, and made of quality materials. Translation: no chunky sneakers, no blinding logos, and absolutely no stilettos with plastic straps. Let's start with the loafers. A sleek leather penny loafer, brown, black, or burgundy, is an old money essential. They say, "I own a summer home," without actually owning one. They also pair beautifully with trousers, midi skirts, even denim. And if they're a bit worn, even better. Scuffed in the right places means they've been loved, not trendy. For warmer months, ballet flats or low-heeled slingbacks are perfect. Go for leather or suede in neutrals like taupe or navy. Avoid anything overly shiny or with metallic bows. It's elegance, not pageant night. In cooler weather, a riding boot in chocolate or cognac leather adds structure and depth to any outfit. Just skip the logos stamped on the side. Nothing whispers, "trying too hard," quite like a monogrammed calf. One thing that never goes out of style? A well-polished shoe. Maintenance is part of the look. Old money isn't messy. Understated details. Accessories are where the aesthetic either flourishes or falters. Think of them as punctuation marks. 1 is elegant. 5 is a cry for help. Start with pearls. A single strand necklace or pearl stud earrings quietly elevate everything from a cashmere knit to a formal dress. They're soft, feminine, and undeniably timeless. Then there's the silk scarf, arguably the most versatile item in the entire wardrobe. Tie it around your neck, use it as a headband, knot it on a structured handbag. Stick to heritage patterns or vintage-inspired designs in deep, rich colors. The goal is to look collected, not curated by an algorithm. A good watch is essential. You're not checking the time, you're showcasing taste. Think leather band, minimal dial, 0 crystals. This isn't prom. As for bags, a structured silhouette in quality leather works best. Top handle or crossbody, in tan, black, or oxblood. The more anonymous it looks, the more timeless it becomes. Don't overlook sunglasses. They're not just for blocking out the sun, they block out trends. Choose tortoiseshell or simple black frames in oval or square shapes, and leave the rhinestones for another era, preferably one you don't revisit. Composure and care. You could wear head-to-toe Chanel, but if your grooming is off, the illusion falls apart. This is the detail that separates well-dressed from well-bred. Hair should appear effortless, even if it took effort. Whether pinned in a chignon, tucked behind the ears, or styled with a subtle wave, the idea is restraint. Even a low ponytail can look regal, if the strands aren't competing with your jewelry. Makeup should enhance, not transform. The palette is soft, clean skin, neutral eyeshadow, a gentle flush on the cheeks. A satin red or dusty rose lip can be striking if the rest is kept understated. It's not about looking like someone else, it's about looking expensive as yourself. Nails matter more than people think. Short to mid-length, softly squared or rounded, and polished in classic shades. Ballet pink, clear gloss, rich crimson. Avoid the talon-like shapes and hyper-modern nail art. Old money doesn't do chrome. And for fragrance, less is definitely more. 1 or 2 spritzes of a scent that smells like skin, linen, or lightly crushed flowers. It should leave a trace, not a trail. So far, everything's in place. The wardrobe is curated, the accessories are intentional, the grooming is elegant without being obvious. Styled from within. Wardrobe? Impeccable. Hair? Polished. Accessories? Understated and intentional. But here's where most people miss the mark. The clothes are only half the story. Old money style isn't just about what you wear, it's about how you wear it. Confidence, not showiness. Grace, not flash. The real signature of this aesthetic is presence. It's the way someone enters a room with calm, self-assurance, without needing to announce it. They don't fidget. They don't tug at their outfit or adjust their jewelry every 5 seconds. They simply exist, comfortably and without apology. Posture plays a role here. Shoulders relaxed, chin parallel to the floor, back straight, not stiff. It's not about appearing snobbish. It's about being grounded. Someone who appears at ease in their own skin will always look more expensive than someone trying to prove they belong. Speech matters too. Think deliberate, thoughtful, and well-paced. Old money style doesn't come with shouting or slangy overcompensation. Instead, there's an ease in how words are chosen, clear articulation, soft humor, and knowing when to be quiet. That's elegance in conversation form. There's also an attitude of discretion. True old money doesn't overshare. The most polished people in the room are often the ones asking questions, not talking about themselves. The mystery? It's intentional. And, ironically, incredibly magnetic. But all of this, the clothes, the grooming, the presents, can be undone in seconds if one specific habit creeps in. It's the quickest way to break the illusion. And it shows more often than you think. Try hardtails. You might have the blazer, the cashmere, the pearls, but one detail can unravel it all trying too hard, and it's surprisingly easy to do. When every element screams, "Look at me," the entire point of the aesthetic gets lost. Flashy logos, over-accessorizing, overdressing for every occasion, these are giveaways. The essence of the old money look is effortlessness. It's curated restraint. So how do you avoid trying too hard? Don't chase perfection. Lean into imperfection, gently worn loafers, an undone button, hair that's not shellacked into place. Choose pieces that feel lived in, not freshly unboxed from a haul. Most importantly, don't perform the aesthetic. Embody it. That doesn't mean faking privilege. It means channeling calm, intentional style that doesn't depend on external validation. If you're constantly adjusting, second-guessing, or comparing, the look won't land. But if you feel good in what you're wearing, if it fits beautifully and reflects your personality, that's when the old money magic begins to show. Style leaves clues in how you stand, what you choose, and the softness you carry with you. A well-curated wardrobe is just the beginning. The rest lives in the quiet habits that shape a truly refined life. And if that's where your mind is headed, something lovely awaits you in this next video.